We are red, red is on. Time is 4:31.
Open this meeting of December 15th, 2016. Let the record show Selectman Dawson is not present and Selectman Scanlon is on his way. Look at the minutes.
Make a motion to bring the minutes of Thursday, December 1st to the floor for discussion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Yeah. Seeing as we're going to be sending out a mailing soon, the bottom of page 2, we're sending out a mailing. There's a thing about switching from Everbridge to One Call Now, and Catherine suggested sending out a mailing to encourage residents to enlist the services. Can we put something in with the one that we're sending out now, or is it going to be too bulky?
I think it would be too confusing to the residents because, well, not only that,
It's like
but
a newsletter, you know? I mean, we read all the pages, right?
I get that, but they put the newsletter together. It's going out tomorrow and Saturday. We're going to be stuffing envelopes. That would mean that tonight, Tim would need to...
Do we stuff, or
He's
can we
taking-
use the envelope stuffer thing that we've got?
We can, but the last time we did that, we still needed to make sure that everything... You still have to kind of be there to monitor it and feed things through. Tim and Joyce are off tomorrow, so they can't do it. If they do it tonight. And we have...
I don't want to delay this a second.
We have till the end of January to do that. But the alert, we have till, Everbridge is until the end of January.
Okay.
God. It's up to you guys. You still
No, that's
good with
fine.
that?
That's fine. I want them to really get the information that we're looking to send out this time.
Yep,
So I don't want to cloud the issue on any level.
right.
Well, the other thing we may want to consider is the variable message boards we've used recently from Franklin.
Yeah.
Set them up on our side of town.
Yeah.
Because of the change.
Garbage is changing, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, pick up date
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, anything we can do to get the word out, because it's going to be a horror show for some people, they just won't know.
All right,
Here's the payables from Tim.
we're on, the minutes.
I'm sorry, on the first administrative report, on the
Yep.
final payment, I said that you explained that the Pines had received. Should I put explained as the Times had complied with?
No, they've received the license.
Okay,
They're now licensed.
okay, I've received that.
I have a question. Page 3, under the motions to fund various services. Down at the bottom, it says that I was opposed to the Association for the Blind, Community Transit, and CASA. And all of those things, I'm not opposed to those things. I was opposed to the amount
Okay.
of money because I wanted to give them more. So it was kind of like a protest vote. I wanted to give them more. This seems to make it sound like I think CASA doesn't deserve $500. I give money to CASA out of my pocket. I don't want anybody to think that I don't support these associations. I had a reason.
Opposed to the amount of money offered?
Yeah,
Due to underfunding?
due to underfunded
In your
lines, in my opinion.
There you go.
And that's it. The board is what the board is, and I knew they were going to get the money.
Right.
And my vote wasn't going to change a thing, but I don't want people to think that, I wanted to give them more money.
I think that there's, I think we have some zeros missing on the bottom line numbers for the budget to be.
I'm happy if that's the budget.
You have 539,190. At the time, I think it was 5,391,000.
I think your decimal's in the wrong spot.
Yeah. You know, I just went right by that. I just
No, I'm
went
looking
right
at it
by
and
that. I'd like to pay that tax bill, but boy, there'd be some problems.
5,391,000.
That doesn't fund our insurance obligations. Good God.
That's why they're called a draft.
Seems like I was opposed to everything this week. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as amended.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sitting up in room 240.
Okay. Just you and me now, buddy.
Wow.
Probably the next couple of days. I'm going tomorrow, so
What are you trying to do?
No, I made rum balls, brandy balls.
If I eat enough, do I not care how the
If
meeting
you'd
goes?
eat all of them, you might feel it, but
I got that to be on, but it wasn't. Okay, so motion was made and seconded.
yeah, and
All
we
those in
voted.
favor? Okay,
We couldn't wait for you.
got it. Well, you can't vote without two.
Without somebody saying we can't.
No, you can do that, but you can't vote without three,
Yeah.
a majority. Okay. All right, I have an announcement for the camera. We have very important changes to the 2017 curbside collection of trash and recycling. Pinard Waste Systems in the town's is the town's new vendor for curbside collection of trash and recycling starting Monday, January 2nd, 2017. The east side of the Interstate 93 East Tilton Route, curbside collection of trash and recycling that used to be on Tuesdays will now be picked up on Mondays. Thursdays on the west side will remain unchanged.
When I first came.
The selectmen have changed the trash ordinance that limits household trash to no more than 3 33-gallon bags of trash or the equivalent placed in containers or cans. The ordinance will be strictly enforced. Recycling bins will no longer be used for recycling collection. Panard will collect recycling materials in cans, pails, or boxes clearly marked recycling. The same rule applies for what is and not acceptable recycling. On the website, we have a lot of information, what's recycling. There's notices going out to you in the mail, so please just don't throw them in the trash. They're very valuable information. It's on our website. This is very, very important. On January 2nd, we are changing, and your trash will be picked up on Monday on the east side. Our former vendor will be making arrangements to pick up their recycling bins. Please discontinue using them after December 22nd. Be looking in your mailbox for more information and a service guide with more details. There you have it. Okay.
Acceptance of donation.
Yep. So I would like to make a motion to accept a $1,000 donation. Our donor would love to remain anonymous, but I would love to make a motion to accept the donation of $1,000 to the Tilton Senior Center.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank
And I
you.
thank you very, very much. Okay. So now we have, going to go right into non-public, Joyce?
Sure.
All right.
Should we wait for John?
Do you want to call the chief and tell him that we're early? I'll do it. Make a motion, we go into non-public for RSA 91A:3. We are talking about the union contract in health insurance.
Second.
Roll call vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Red is on. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to seal the minutes of non-public session as they pertain to contract negotiations until such time as the contract might be finalized and as they pertain to personnel issues permanently. As they pertain, no.
Yep, you're right.
As they pertain to potential legal problems until such time, no, that doesn't, we don't have a legal problem. And I'll just make that motion.
Okay.
The rest of it is public.
Second. All those in, roll call vote?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, Joseph.
Okay, well, there's something I have to do before I make my weekly motion.
I've got something
Oh, you have one thing too?
real quick.
Last night, I was at the Concord Regional Solid Waste Resource Recovery Joint Board meeting, and we voted on the annual budget and the disbursement of more monies from our operating fund in the total of $1,625,102 to be returned to the member communities at a rate based on their tonnage delivered to the incinerator from August 1st, 1989 through March 31st, 2013. The Tilton percentage of that money adds up to $61,388, which will be returned to the town of Tilton in the fiscal year 2017. This money is being returned to the various communities because it is in excess of what the state says we need to fund right now for a 30-year closure fund. We have a $627,000 100-year fund that is not mandated by the state. But although we're getting $61,000 back, I think that it deserves to be said that we're dumping this problem on somebody else down the road. Because we have enough money to go 30 years, and then a few years beyond that, because we'll take the 100-year fund and we'll siphon it down. But eventually, that's a finite amount, and that money goes away. So 35, 40 years, 50 years from now, somebody sitting at this table is going to be stuck with raising money to help maintain that landfill. Because the obligation to the landfill by the memorandum of understanding that we signed in 87, 8, and RSA say that we are responsible as communities. We're responsible for 3.777% of the total of the upkeep of that landfill, and that is in perpetuity. Now, you consider, is it going to be 35 years, 45 years, 50 years the money runs out? Depends on inflation, depends on, we have, the monies that we have saved are in interest-bearing accounts, but you know what interest is like right now, and some of it's in investments that they fluctuate, and we're in very safe bonds and treasuries and stuff like that, but someday somebody is going to be sitting there and going, what the hell were they thinking? They've left us stuck with the bill. And I hope they get to watch this and understand that we put money away, millions of dollars towards this, and you know, it might just peter out and nothing happens as the leachate stops. I mean, I could go on for an hour explaining this, what this entails, but the costs will go down, and right now we're looking good, but it's going to cost somebody money somewhere down the line. That would be like if we were paying for the old Tilton landfill and had to come up with $10,000 every year for a landfill we hadn't used in 40 years.
Right.
So there you go. Good luck in the future. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to John.
Yeah, being near the end of the year, and also I'm the sole energy committee person, I would like to go and ask if there's anybody else that would be interested in getting together and discussing some energy-saving things, possibly audits of the buildings and that, see what could be done. Ideally, if there's somebody that's an electrician or something that would like to spend just a couple hours with the town. Some of the ideas that I had talked to others about was one of the things that perhaps at the town garage we could look over the next year, possibly installing some skylights that would allow sun to come in and light to come in, which would provide some heat as well as light, reduce the costs. I noticed at the police station, the sign out front, we're using some quartz lights on those, and we've got quartz lights on the flag, and something like that, LED lights that are even solar powered could be set up right out front that would light the flag and light the sign and maybe the front of the building, and no power. But that's some directions that we'd like to go. And I'd really appreciate if there's somebody, especially somebody, an electrician or that would want to join in. They could call Gail, I guess, and give their name.
We had an audit done. A young man came in, did an audit of this building, and made recommendations. So that report exists somewhere, back from Norm Boudreau's day.
Those things.
Norm Boudreau.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed in the last, like, year or 2 years with the LED and changeovers.
Well, he had a lot of different ideas about LEDs.
I remember
and
that, yeah.
Very forward-thinking.
So we'll take a look at that, and else, see what else we can incorporate and save some money. One of the things was a time thermostat for the heat here, so that between the hours of when our meeting gets out at 11 until
11:30.
6 in the morning, we could turn it down to, and save some money. We can't really do that too many other places.
You do it at the town garage, keep it 50 at night and have it come up at
See what's
4
going
AM,
on.
go up to 65 or
Do a
something.
little audit of the type of heating, how many BTUs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I could go on.
Yep,
I won't.
all right.
Joe?
At this time, Madam Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'd love it too. I'd second that one. All in favor?
Aye.
109 two-hour delays so far. We're not on it yet. 113.